So today we're going to be replacing an auction sensor on a 2003 Subaru WRX. Showing a P0037 for the sensor 2. It's in a heater circuit. So if we come down here, I got my jack over here and I got a jack stand over here holding the car up in the air. Make sure you're safe when you're working on it. And your sensor number 2 is right in the middle right here. And I already unplugged it right here. It does have a zip tie in it holding it in place. But we're gonna take it off. So basically, I'm gonna cut the zip tie off. So we're gonna just test it real quick. And I got another one to compare it to. So we're gonna set our meter to ohms right there. And then we're gonna go to our black wires on your O2 connector. So it'd be these two right here, just the black wires. You're gonna go across them. And I got 7.4. I'm gonna compare it to my new one. I'm just gonna compare it to my new one. So here's my new one right here, and I'm gonna go to the black wires on this one and just compare them between them two. So the new one's got 5.7 ohms and the old one's got 7. It could be that it's got high resistance in it, and that's why it's saying the code. See, 8 ohms. So yeah, it's got high resistance in it. So we're gonna be replacing it compared to the new one, I guess. And if you're looking for a part number, this is what I got for it. And here's the O2 sensor right here. It comes with this little cap right here because it's got a anti-seize already on it. So I'll leave it on there for now. And here's what I'm going to be using to take it off. It is a 7/8 or 22 millimeter. Right there. I'm going to try and take it off. And if I can, I'm going to have to use some heat. I do got a small Mac torch that I'm gonna be using if it feels like it's gonna run down. Yeah, this thing is not coming out. So I'm gonna put some heat to it. I'm gonna leave it on here for, I don't know, a few minutes, see what happens. If you've been driving your car before replacing it, make sure that you don't burn yourself on the exhaust or anything. I want to have my socket and wrench ready, so it doesn't have a chance to cool down a lot. That might be enough, so I'm gonna shut it off quick and then try to take it off now. Oh, there it is. Came right out. It came loose, I guess. Now I'm gonna use a wrench, maybe, if I can. It'll be faster. But it looks like no, so I'm gonna just keep going with this, I guess. Just be careful with it if you hear it out, because it's really hot and you don't want to burn your hand. So we're almost out of here. Now I'm gonna just try by hand, a little bit faster. Here it is. Yeah, and just make sure you don't touch it with your hand. My socket got stuck in here. My A2 sensor socket. There it is. And here it is. I won't touch it because it's really hot. So we're gonna set that aside. Grab your new one. Here's your new one. And as you can see, there's anti-seize in it. Just on the threads. Don't get it on the sensor. If you buy one that doesn't have anti-seize, I recommend you put some in it, in case it goes bad in like a week or something like that. You'll be able to take it right off again. And make sure you don't cross thread it either. I gotta find it and make sure it goes in my hand before you put a wrench in it. You don't want to cross thread it or anything. I can't seem to find the threads in here. Oh, there it is. It just gets a little hard. I don't have a thread chaser, so I'm just gonna use the sensor itself to clean them up. It's not going in super hard. If it was going in super hard, I wouldn't be doing this. I probably would take it off and get a thread chaser and clean the threads, but it's going in pretty normal. If I can grab the key sensor. And I'll just go back and forth with it just to make sure everything's fine. I'll go out a couple threads. Yeah. Yeah, see that? Now they're cleaned up a little bit more. Just make sure you start it right. When you start it, you make sure that it's straight in there, that you don't cross it. You see, I cleaned them up and now you can go in by hand. I forgot to look up the spec on it and how the torque is, I guess. So I'm just gonna do it by hand for now, and I'll probably look it up later and put it on the video somewhere. So I'll just keep going like that, and I think I should be fine now. Yeah, look at that. We're fine now. So I'm gonna get it nice and tight. It doesn't need to be super tight, just make sure it's nice and snug in there. Like I said, I'll probably, if I don't forget, I'll look up the spec and put it in there somewhere in the video. So I guess you guys didn't see me unplug it, so I'm gonna plug it in and show you guys how to unplug it. Just go in here, push in this tab up here, and then pull out, and it should come right out. I'm just gonna route it to how it was. Just make sure it's not touching anything that moves or that can cut the wire or break it. I'll probably leave it in here like that, and then there's a clip right here, and I need to find out where it goes. I don't see any holes anywhere. I'll find them later, but I'm just gonna get a zip tie in here how it was before. Because my guess would be it's missing a bracket here or something, I don't know. But I didn't have it. So we gotta just tuck it in here and make sure it doesn't touch the exhaust or anything. And I'll cut the zip tie. Make sure you don't do it too tight. You're gonna mess up the wires. That should be fine for now. I'm gonna find out where that goes later. But there it is. That's how you replace your sensor. And now I'm just gonna clear the code and probably go drive it and see what it does. But I'll do that later. And here's the part number for it if you guys are interested in looking at this sensor. And then from here, yeah, you just clear the code, go drive it, and see what happens. Thank you for watching.